Good morning, sports fans. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2026. You're watching Good Morning Sports Fans, formerly known as RateGame Live, but as time goes on, we will graduate from the old RateGame Live and just exclusively call it Good Morning Sports Fans. Now, here is the question. The question is, how do I sound? It's the $1 million question. There's only one way to find out. Do a little soundception. You hear yourself and see yourself on YouTube. Here we go. Let me see. Checking right now. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. Studio looks good. All right. Reason I did that was because last show I noticed that there was like a weird delay between like my audio, me talking specifically, and then my mouth moving, which is like freaking me out. So I did a lot of research, and it seems like the Rodecaster Duo, this like new piece of technology that I have that is an insane piece of technology. Can't believe I waited this long to get it, but basically the quality of my audio and the rate at which it processes is like too much for the streaming software that I use called StreamYard, which is why it appeared for at least a couple of minutes on the stream last episode that I was talking and then my mouth was moving and then the words were like hitting the video. It's like a split second off, and it was just like, I hate that. I hate when that happens. I hate when I'm watching somebody and that's happening to them. So it just pissed me off when it was happening to me, because I was like, it's like not the quality that we're looking for. So that was why I just tested it now. It seems like we're all good. I think I made some like tweaks and it seems to be working. So let me know. Let me know if it's synced up. If it's not, I'm not sure if I can troubleshoot it right now, but so far so good. All right. So welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. This is a thrice weekly, a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m.er. We go live. When I say we, it's me, myself, and I. My name is Nick George. I am the founder, the builder, the whatever, the guy behind RateGame. RateGame is a app turned company, turned platform, community, sports community, if you will, that I built and am building. Put every single dollar to my name, save for the living expenses. Got to pay rent, got to eat food. But yeah, this is my pride and joy. This is everything to me. Means a lot that I'm able to do this. And what is it? Well, RateGame is a free app that basically like Letterboxd for sports. Rate games that you love to watch, and you connect with other sports fans that may have watched the same game. See what they have thought of those games, that game, the game, and you just do it again. Watch, rate, repeat. Very simple. So for anybody who likes sports, for anybody who loves sports and loves sports that kind of focus on the stuff that doesn't happen necessarily in a box score, that's what we're all about here. That's what we're going for. And most importantly, big difference here, what we do, what I'm building, and what I'm hell-bent on protecting is there's no gambling. whatsoever. No betting, no odds, no spreads. There is no way for you to come into RateGame and make money, unfortunately. So if that's what you're about, there's so many places for you on the internet. Fortunately, there's a lot of places for you in sports too, but RateGame is not one of them. We are protecting the love of the game, and that is, I think, what makes us great. And also, sad to say it, but like very much in the minority. So again, RateGame is free. So I encourage anybody watching this program, looking at my ugly mug, if you've never heard of it, it's the first time you're kind of stumbled on this channel and watching this show, check it out. It's free. Make an account, rate a game or two, make a couple picks, pick some winners. Again, no gambling at all. So it's literally just for pride to do a pick 'em. And yeah, let me know what you think. I would love to hear from anybody who may have given it a try or downloaded off of this stream, because that is exactly why I'm doing it, to raise awareness and also to get good at talking on camera live. So without further ado, the show, Good Morning Sports Fans, hashtag GMSF. Just a simple reminder, it's been 5,658 days since the Jets made a playoff appearance. They lost to the Steelers in the AFC Championship game. And the New York Knicks are your 2026 NBA champions of the world. The Mecca is where they call home. So, how do we begin every show? Well, the same way every single time. I'm a man of structure, of principle. I love routine. And so the routine here is to ask and then answer a simple single question. It is, were the sports good? Were the sports good? And we answer that question with our own little mechanism here. It is very, very simple. We consult the big board, the dashboard. It was a solid night. Let's go. It was a solid night. Some for everybody last night, it seems, with just 3 leagues active, but we still had 7-3. That's pretty high. So 3 leagues active, 15 games in terms of like inventory. That is 353 ratings submitted. So just a quick breakdown, right? 174 window ratings, meaning like within the last 24 hours. That is that 174. That counts towards the 7.3. 15 games played, 3 active leagues. We had a Hall of Fame game. The NFL is back. And then 353 is the historical. It's like canonical. It's anybody who comes in maybe for the first time, finds RateGame, and wants to go back and rate games of yesteryear, of weeks and seasons past. That's where the 353 comes in, and that is important because on Fridays specifically, we see how we're tracking to our stated goal of 1 million ratings on the platform. 7 figures, 1 million. We do it in chunks or bands of 100,000. So right now we are 73.7% of the way to the next stop on the train. And that is 300,000. So 73,000 ratings, essentially. 27,000 away. And then when it comes to that 7-figure number, the road to a Milli, that is where you're looking at the 273, 27.4% of the way there. We round up. So at this pace, it's going to take us 5.6 years. I promise. Once we get into even like 2 weeks from now, when we have, Bundesliga and La Liga and then Premier League, and then shortly after that, college football. But here they are. They've done it again, or they're doing it again. 8 straight now for the Red Hot Sox. So 2 win streaks of 7+, 8+ in the same season. That's special. especially in baseball. This team is unbelievable. They just refuse to die. They just refuse to die. And look, I'm a Mets fan. I really don't have any allegiance or thoughts or feelings about the Red Sox one way or the other, except, they're New England and Boston. And, Boston, you can draw a relationship to. Patriots, I'm a Jets fan. Don't like the Patriots. I'm a Knicks fan. I don't like the Celtics. The Red Sox have never really bothered me, honestly. The Red Sox have never, one way or the other, I've never had any animosity towards them. And certainly when they had Big Papi and Manny, they were fun. So I say that, I lay the groundwork there to say when they're good, especially when they were, 2 months ago, when they were in the basement and John Henry and Craig Breslow were on the chopping block, Boston Sports Radio was just chum in the water for them. And then, Fenway was kind of dead. It's bad. It's bad for baseball. When the Red Sox are bad, it's bad for baseball. It's bad for baseball. The casual baseball at large. Fenway is a, historical place. It's one of the cornerstones, foundations of the sport itself. So when the Boston Red Sox are good and Fenway's rocking in the summer like it was last night, it's good. It's good for the sport. It's good for Boston. It's good for the Red Sox. Good for the Red Sox fans. Good for RateGame, really. It's good for RateGame. There's a massive Red Sox community on RateGame. I think they have one of the, if not the highest fan totals on here. Let's check that out real quick. Yeah, they are. 179 fans. So they are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are the 7th largest fan community on RateGame. Up there with the Yankees and, of course, the Toronto Blue Jays. Funny origin story there. There's some lore behind why the Toronto Blue Jays are the biggest team community on RateGame. Has to do with a certain hockey creator by the name of Eckhart's Ladder. Or X Hockey is his primary channel for hockey content. But I digress. Boston Red Sox are fun. When they're good, it's good for us. So Boston Red Sox hit the play button accidentally. I just wanted to show you Fenway there. Beautiful, beautiful picture. So last night, I think it was 13 innings that game went. 13 innings, and you had the Red Sox were down, I think, like 2-0, 4-0, 5-0, 7-0, something like that. And then they just kept chipping away. They just kept clawing back. They refused to die. And you had the walk-off in the 13th with the ghost runner for it to go 13 innings, 9 runs and extras with the ghost runner. It's unbelievable in today's game. She had 26 fans rated this one, 14 Red Sox fans, 3 White Sox fans. Neutrals gave it a 9-2. Red Sox fans are calling it the game of the year. Ooh, look at this. You even have a Yankee fan coming in here. Giving it an 8-6. Very nice. Oh, wow. Look at that. Somebody was here. That's amazing. Somebody was there, rather. Red Sox by a hope and a prayer. What a game. I can't lie. There was 4 times during this game I thought the White Sox had this one. Yeah. How do the Red Sox keep winning these games? They were down so many times in this game, but they just kept coming back. They came back from the following deficits. Here we go. 5-1, 7-5, 9-7, 10-9, and 11-10. This game would go deep in extras with the Red Sox forced to answer back in every inning, but they finally held the other Sox scoreless in the 13th inning. That would give them an amazing opportunity to take this one, and they did that thanks to Caleb Durbin and the walk-off hit. So that's why I was saying the ghost runner. The ghost runner giveth. In this case, to Caleb Durbin, he's your player of the game, I believe. Yes, 22 votes. Very nice. The Red Sox take it. Let us check out that game winner. 26-3 in their last 29. That's insane. 26-3. Wow. All right, here we go. Caleb Durbin sending Fenway into a frenzy with the walk-off. Make sure the sound is good.
On the way. Up the middle.
I think that was a little delayed.
On the way. Up the middle, base hit. Here he comes. Sogard rounding to throw home. And the Sox win again. What a wild ride on a roller coaster tonight. And that's 8 in a row and another sweep. 5 times the Red Sox come from behind to tie, and now they win it in 13.
Wow. Another sweep because they just swept the Dodgers. So they've just been sweeping teams. Wow, look at the stack of game-winning RBI this season. Rafaela, you'd expect. Duran, you would not expect. I feel like he's having such a down year. I mean, he's starting to get hot now. Everybody on this team is, but if you were to ask me to list the top game-winning RBI getters, I would not list. Certainly not Duran. Maybe Abreu. So Fenway is loving this. They get the sweep. They're definitely clicking at the right time. Next up, we had the Hall of Fame game last night. So we had the NFL kicking things off with the 2026 season. Officially, last night was first preseason game, also known as the Hall of Fame game. And we had the Panthers and the Cardinals. Panthers and the Cardinals in a barn burner. And I woke up this morning doing some research for the show, as I often do. Wake up at like 5 o'clock. So that means I go to bed usually around like 10:30, 11. Last night it was closer to 10. So I totally missed all of this. Missed Carson Beck, missed Haynes King. But I woke up this morning, checked RateGame, and I see that he is the top vote getter. So then I go, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I remember this guy from Georgia Tech as a Georgia fan. You know, you get to see this guy, play this guy every year. For whatever reason, I hope he doesn't. Obviously, you always wish for the starting quarterback to stay healthy, but if he gets nicked or he gets dinged up, I could totally see Haynes King stepping into this role, the starting quarterback role, and doing exactly what he did last night. It's good to hear Collinsworth and Tirico on the call. We're officially back.
Soft box. Quarterback throw. Have a chance.
Game on the line. King, he's going to step up. Pumps, runs, goal line. Is he in? Yes! Carolina wins! Haynes King. King of the night.
Look at him.
Haynes is king. Nice stretch there. Man, he gave us fits and spurts at when he was. Look at this. Let's go. No doubt. That's a touchdown. Legend. He's such a gamer. I have so much respect for him. Have to. got to respect your opponent. He almost it's one of the craziest games on RateGame, I think. There's 8 overtime Thanksgiving game. I think it was in 2024. Let's see. Eight overtimes. They had to like redo the rules for Kirby. No, not 2025. Yes, here we go. Overtime history. Haynes King, what a gamer. There we go. Telling you, he is very good. I remember this broke the overtime like tracker. We had like the overtimes went like all the way off the screen, so we had to drop it. But this game went to eight overtimes in college, which is insane. And Kirby kept calling timeouts. So get ready for Haynes King. I mean, if you're Carolina, you should get some packages going for him. Put him in on 3rd and short, tush push. That's a no-brainer. The guy is a wagon. He's a big boy. Oh, look, yes, you did. Good morning. Happy Friday. How's it going, Jez? Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Make sure to like it. Oh, shoot. I'm doing such a bad job at this, guys. This channel, by the way, is my personal channel. So I'm trying to build it up. So if you are new to the program, just like and subscribe, man. Give me a like. Toss me a sub. I think I got 43 subscribers. So the next goal is going to be 80. Trying to double. Went from 2 to 4, 4 to 8. You know the deal. Actually, no, you know what? The first goal was 10. So then it was 10 to 20, 20 to 40. We just hit the 40. So we're going from 40 to 80. 80 is going to be the next milestone, the next celebration. So yeah, toss up the like, give us a sub. Great to see you, Jazz. You just reminded me of that. For some reason, I don't know why. So Haynes is king. And for a preseason game, let's see here. Didn't make it to the carousel, but it did make it to trending. There we go. Whew. First preseason game, Hall of Fame game, 46 ratings. That's how you know, man. NFL is back, and we got coverage across the board. Cardinals fans, Panther fan, we are officially back. Just imagine this was an ACC matchup with Carson Beck versus Haynes King, and you can forget this was NFL preseason. As far as preseason goes, though, this was really fun, and both QBs look good and showed they can absolutely make the roster this year. Once Haynes King becomes comfortable, he was really good and had an awesome final drive with a game-winning rush with time expiring. I honestly won't be surprised if Carson Beck is a starter in Arizona by the end of the season. Yeah, I saw for a split second there, because I did turn it on in the beginning before I went to bed early, that Jacoby Brissett was on the sideline as like the guy who, you know, is not in pads because he's the starter. Jacoby Brissett, and then they flash this little graphic. It says he's 1-11 as a starter. And that's your guy, Jacoby Brissett. And it also said, I mean, good. This was also interesting. He negotiated his own deal. So he's on a 1-year deal right now with the Cardinals. No agent. And I think Collinsworth was saying that he got significantly higher than he probably would have with an agent. So he did a good job negotiating on his own behalf. Pretty good. pretty good. We'll see how he does. I mean, Carson will be ready, it seems. Carson's waiting in the wings here. So Haynes is king. That is a 8-4. So we got one baseball game, one football game. How about basketball? Can we give you some of that? Can we give you Chelsea Gray? How about a double serving of buzzer beaters from Chelsea Gray? One of the craziest endings to a game twice from the same player. Check this out. It's fantastic. 4.8 seconds left. Aces fever. Sophie Cunningham. 4.8. Vegas inbounding. Down 3. Here we go.
4.8 to go. Stephanie Talbot to inbound for Las Vegas. And Tosso had nearly thrown away. Gray, an opportunity. Cash! Shot clock off. 3 seconds. Chelsea Gray for 3.
Are you
yes,
kidding
ma'am!
Are you kidding me? She does it again.
4.8.
I love that. Yes, ma'am. Back-to-back buzzer beaters, like true buzzer beaters. No time left on the clock. Same player. Has that ever happened? I've never seen that in an NBA game, ever. I don't think I've ever seen a player hit back-to-back, like true buzzer beaters. 0 seconds on the clock, actual buzzer sounding. First to tie it, to keep the team alive and send it in overtime, then to win it. And look at the broken play. The broken play.
4.8 to go. Stephanie Talbot to inbound for Las Vegas. And Tosso had nearly thrown away. Gray, an opportunity. Cash! Shot clock off. 3 seconds. Chelsea Gray for 3.
Are you
yes,
kidding
ma'am!
Yes, ma'am.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, ma'am. What a goal. Legend. Dude, Chelsea Gray, we're proud of him.
She does it again.
That's so dope. Good for her. So, baseball, football, basketball. We got the bases covered. Yes, Brissett is still kicking. So, let us go to the ratings. Let's see. See what the people had to say about Chelsea. Player of the game, of course. Chelsea Gray for 3. Whoops. Also, Caitlin Clark was ass. It seems that there's a lot of haters. Chelsea Gray. What an incredible and awful finish again. I just can't believe it. 2 buzzer beaters to win the game. Wow. Wow, Clark had 8 turnovers. Dang. Awesome game. So, yeah. Sox in the top spot. Haynes King. I think this was actually number 2 in terms of overall games. Let's see. Yeah. The Sox off was number 1. Then you had this one number 2. And then the Hall of Fame game number 3. And then number 4, little bonus game. We'll do a top 4. PCA for MVP. Could this be the year? Former Met. Always have a soft spot for him. And I'm happy that he is thriving. Can't help but just be happy, you know. You leave the Mets and all of a sudden you're an MVP candidate. Of course. Of course. Can't hate on that. So what happened last night? Well, or yesterday rather. This was day baseball. We had the Cubs actually down to their final strike. You had Bregman at the plate. Count is 1-2. You can see bottom 9, 2 out. This is quite literally at death. Here we go.
The 1-2. Drilled left field towards the corner. Gone! And we're tied at 2. And Alex Bregman has his moment here at Wrigley.
Did you hear that sound? Listen to that sound.
The 1-2. Drilled left field towards the corner. Gone! And we're tied at 2. And Alex Bregman has his moment here at Wrigley.
All right, so that sends us into extras, and then head on a swivel for PCA. Bottom 11. 2 men on.
There goes PCA. Throw down to third. And it gets away. Here it comes. PCA is in. And the Cubs win it.
Man, just thriving. PCA is thriving. I feel like the Blue Jays have lost a lot of games like that, though. Just a comedy of errors for them this year. An absolute comedy of errors. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. Talking about Alejandro, I imagine, Jez? Yeah. Tough spot. But fly the W. Cubs and Red Sox are good. Good for baseball. Brewers are pretty good too, Jez. Don't think. I don't know about the Brewers leading the MLB in wins. All right, so that's your top games last 24 hours. Fantastic little variety there. Something for everybody, truly. Now on to a couple of things. So first and foremost, Netflix has a sports Twitter account, or X account, whatever you want to call it, that posts some of the more interesting stuff that I've seen in the sports world. This one in particular is a clip of him in some documentary that I'm never going to watch because I love the guy, but I don't love him that much. But this little clip here is, I guess, him talking to somebody. This probably maybe a coach or maybe not, maybe a fellow parent. I don't know. It's almost like a glimpse in the life of Cristiano Ronaldo as a soccer parent, talking about his kid. And Netflix is giving you a front row seat to his front row seat, watching his kid. Looks like a practice. Looks like a regular practice. And I know he's playing in this league in the Middle East. This, like, you know, number one, I think it's like the Arab League, Al Nasser or something. So I think his kid is, like, you know, obviously going to be in the program, like the equivalent of whatever Europe does with like these camps. And so he's seemingly having a conversation with, I don't know, I think it's another parent. I don't know if this is, I don't think the manager would be sitting on a chair like this, but you can see Cristiano's got his chair pulled up front and center, just watching and commenting on his own kid.
He's a good kid. Honest, he's a good kid. The other ones is more tougher when I have in home, the small ones. This one is no problem. The other ones is When I was his age, he's a little bit bigger and stronger. I was smaller. I think he will be bigger than me.
Let's see if he has the same hunger.
The hunger is the most difficult.
I just love that. I love that reaction. I love that last 5 seconds.
Let's see if he has the same hunger.
The hunger is the most difficult.
So I think what I love so much about that is the hunger is the most difficult. And I think a lot of times when the children of athletes try to follow in their father or mother's footsteps, it's very rare that they are better than their parents. I think there's obviously exceptions to the rule. Could say like Vladdy Jr. up until this year. Don't know what's going on with him. Could obviously say Ken Griffey Jr. Couldn't say that about Bronny James Jr. Couldn't say that about any of Jordan's kids. Certainly, not Magic Johnson's kids. And I think what Cristiano's saying here is exactly why, and why he gives that reaction. She's like, you can't teach the hunger. You can't. When you're born into that situation as a child of a supremely talented, gifted athlete, a lot of stuff that they, I think, have as an edge, which is like the hunger and the circumstances that enabled them to become this incredible athlete. It's usually poverty or just, certainly not the life that you're born into. Talking about like Cristiano's kid. Look at him playing on this incredibly manicured field somewhere in the Middle East. It's just, it's not something that you're gonna one day wake up with, that hunger. I think Cristiano, I don't know if he's like kind of conceding that and saying like, what am I gonna do? It's like am I responsible for the fact that he's not gonna ever need or want or have hunger, quote unquote? Because he kind of is like, what are you going to do?
Let's see if he has the same hunger.
The hunger is the most difficult.
It's just so perfect. It's like the most perfect. That's like the most perfect reaction. The hunger is the most difficult. It's just not something that you can teach. It's either you have it or you don't. You either are a killer and you're trying to eat and you're hungry, or you're not. And he's looking at his own kid and he's like, yeah, the hunger is the most difficult. The hunger is the most difficult. All right, last thing I will close with, just because we're going to see this guy a lot in San Diego, I think, on the sideline as Harbaugh's little henchman is this guy. Mike McDaniel. So I think when he was with the Dolphins, he could get away with it, even though it just was also very cringy. But now that he's like no longer the man, and he's now a offensive coordinator, he's kind of like, second in command here. I just want it on record how played out this like hipster, I don't care, you guys are on my time shtick that Mike McDaniel has, where it doesn't come off as like endearing or cool. He just comes off as like a prick and like a guy who doesn't respect or like have any sort of self-awareness. It's certainly not funny, which is what I think he thinks he is. And there's nothing worse than somebody who thinks that they're funny and they're not.
Good and bad. I'm really excited to be here. I'm not excited that I'm completely unprepared for an indoor press conference, as I'm wearing sunglasses inside.
You can take them off.
It's California. Don't worry about it.
Oh, prescription.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or no, actually, you know what? My glasses, my transition lenses are failing right now, so I meant to have not sunglasses on.
What's a little Tony Stark thing? There you go. You're good.
That's exactly what I was going for.
You don't bring a backup pair of regular glasses?
It's kind of cumbersome.
Okay. Like, you're gonna come to the podium and be like, I'm not excited for this pregame, whatever, this presser that I'm not prepared for. It's like, dude, get over yourself. Like, basically just insulting everybody in that room, saying like, you guys are not worth me preparing for. Sorry. And also I'm wearing my sunglasses inside. It's like, bro. Guy cares more about his like fashion and quote unquote style than he does coaching. Some bad juju around the Chargers right now with Herbert engaged to Madison Beer. And I saw she's like on the field with him, like cuckooing and like cuddling up. Let's see if I can get that real quick. Here it is. Yikes. What is this? Like, what is this? Justin, what are you doing, brother? You want to talk about hunger, killer instinct? Uh-oh. What? You got to be kidding me. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this in front of your teammates? Oh my gosh. You think this guy is ready for an NFL season? I think he was like in her music video too or something. And congratulations. I know that they're engaged, but man, come on now. You're supposed to be a leader of men. You can't be doing that on the field, Justin. She's like stroking his hair. Oh no. So yeah, you heard it here first. I just don't know. I don't know about the vibes for this team this year between him and this guy on the podium, McDaniel. Jim Harbaugh has his hands full, man. This guy thinks he's like in a freaking movie. Look at him with like the Air Forces. The what do you call these? Like the capri, like he pulls his sweatpants up. Like these are supposed to be just like regular sweatpants that he pulls up to his calves. So they're like chinos. They're like capri sweatpants. I don't know, man. These guys are too Hollywood, too Los Angeles. And then we'll close the show with this all-time clip. Purdue hires a new AD, a new athletic director, gives his presser, and wants to call out a certain school and their lack of championships.
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
Huh? Excuse me? Go to Indiana? Are you sure about that? Last time I checked, let me just make sure here. Who did they beat? Who did they beat? Oh, that's right. That's who it was. This is the championship game. So if you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana. Don't do that, because that's what they're the reigning champions, my man. What an awful thing to say. Got to think that was like a Freudian slip or something, right? Like, there's no way he's that clueless. There's no way you say that about Indiana unless you're like sadly sorely mistaken.
Every recruit, every current student athlete will hear this message repeatedly. We are here to win championships. If you don't want to win championships, go to Indiana.
Okay. Heard it here first, folks. You don't want to win championships, go to Indiana, where they just won a championship. Fantastic opening presser for Purdue's new athletic director. We are off and running, folks. All right, that's going to do it for today. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2026. It is a great day to rate some games. Reminder, RateGame is free. It's fun. It's for fans of all ages. My name is Nick Mark George. We'll see you tomorrow for a Saturday edition, 11 a.m. Until then, see you out there.